Another day, another video. Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Today we are watching Young Sheldon. This is a 10th episode of the 4th season. Hope you guys have been enjoying it so far. If you like to watch today's full episode, it's available for free in the link in the description below. Just clicking it, put the password in, and enjoy. Last episode, we had Sheldon. He had to go to like a dinner with I was going to say the hotel, the university benefactor. You know, somebody there was going to donate money and they wanted to parade him out as their prized possession. Like the, you know, the person in charge was saying, the president, she said, I've got a unicorn, you know, I don't want to be parading out a goat. I want to be parading out something special. And they wanted Sheldon to be there to see and show them where the money's going and, you know, it's being invested in good places. And Sheldon was there, he was trying to, you know, be as, what would you say, like, as open, as engaging, and he was trying to be as normal as possible. However, when the guy started talking and discrediting like Einstein's theories and stuff like that, he just popped out. He said that you're not a scientist, you don't know what you're talking about, and it all looked like it was going to go in a bad way, to be honest. However, it turned out being good. You know, the guy ended up donating lots of money to the university. You know, George got tickets to the Oilers, and Sheldon got a new chair for his bedroom. And I would say maybe it's because this guy usually gets everybody kissing his ass, and now, you know, he's had somebody speak to him, disagree with him, engage with him, that he probably, you know, enjoyed that aspect of it. Now, we also see Missy as well. She wanted to go to a school dance, and Mary was saying, no, I'm not letting you go. However, after a conversation with Georgia, and he was saying, look, I done loads of things that I wasn't supposed to when I was younger, you know what I mean, and you didn't know about it, and look how fine I've turned out. You should be actually, you know, still happy that she's asking you to do things instead of going out your way like I did and sneaking about. Do you know what I mean? And Mary reconsidered it and thought about it, and she gave the green light to go. So that was good in the end as well. Hopefully you guys enjoyed today's episode. If you do, please smash the like, really helps out. Subscribe if you're new. And as always, let's jump into today's episode.
Alexander Graham Bell needed an assistant. It was Thomas Augustus Watson who answered the call. Madame Cury's daughter, Irene, was also her lab assistant. She died of radiation poisoning, unlike her sister Eve, who selfishly lived to 102.
You can't be my lab assistant.
Maybe you weren't paying attention. I'll start over. Behind every great scientist there...
Son, lab assistants are usually upperclassmen.
I believe I've been at this university long enough to be considered. Should I come back or should I wait?
Come back.
I'll wait.
I thought about it. No.
I'm flying. There you are. Where have you been?
Sold over 1 million of those at $40 a pop. Do you know how much money that must be?
He said he wouldn't give me special treatment.
I think what he's saying is everybody should be treated equally.
I'm sorry, is this Russia? Should we get in line for bread? Dr. Linkletter likes you. You go on a date with him, and when he tries to kiss you, say you'll do it, but only if he gives me the job.
I'm going to ask you to think hard about what you just said.
Richard Simmons could make 40 million bucks. Think how much I can make with my face.
What's your face got to do with it?
What do you mean? I'm gorgeous. Ask anybody.
I was talking to the other physics professors, and they think you having an 11-year-old lab assistant would be neat.
No.
I hope you like peanut butter cookies.
This isn't going to change my mind.
Then give them back. They're my favorite. Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
You know what?
What?
I was just admiring your posture. You're not all hunched over like most people your age.
Are you watching yourself work out?
I made an exercise video
Why?
to sell.
Hello?
Can I be your lab assistant?
What time is it?
That's not a no.
If I say yes, will you please stop hounding me?
Absolutely.
Fine. You win. Good night.
When you want something, relentlessly annoying is your road to victory.
It does actually work, though. We've seen it many times in the Big Bang Theory, and I would say in real life as well, like, it would work. You know, if somebody was asking for something that wasn't too extreme, do you know what I mean? Like, literally, it wasn't too extreme. It's not as if, like, can I have $1 million and you're like, I haven't got it, and they're constantly badgering you and you just want to tell them to F off. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's more like, can I be your assistant? No. Can I be your assistant? No. A week straight of asking you 50 times a day, just like, for God's sake, whatever's, yeah, just be it. I'm not asked, you know what I mean? Like, and it literally just work. It does work. It's annoying because obviously it makes you annoyed with the other person, but if you're someone like Sheldon, he's not bothered. You know, he just does it until he gets what he wants and he's laughing.
See these bolts? Scrub the grease off.
But there's hundreds of them.
Yes, that's where you come in.
I could really use your help making it look more professional. A little, you know.
I think the word you're looking for is pizzazz.
But I've seen you on TV.
I'm soft and firm in all the right places.
You've been in plays.
It's all right, Molly. Annie's here.
Don't forget my modeling work.
Here you go. 473 grease-free bolts.
Excellent. Take this grease and put it on these bolts.
If this is some kind of test to get me to quit, it's not going to work.
Just not sure that weightlifting is the way to go.
Why not?
It's low energy. We don't want a one-man show. We want Starlight Express. Aerobics is the way to go. It's got music. It's got energy. It's got what?
Pizzazz?
Bingo. No, even better. The Dallas Cowboy cheerleaders.
I know somebody who's got money.
What do you two want?
What we want is to make you rich.
Before we go into this, right, he is right, Lundy there. Like a weightlifting video is good. It's informative, but like not many people will want to watch it. Now, aerobics, you know, it will get people there. Like if you looked at the guy on the TV, you look at, just forget the guy on the TV and look at his Mima. How many times have we seen you stood in the living room, you know, getting it on, yeah, you know, in the leotards and all that. That's what he needs to do. You know, he needs to copy that, but rehash it. You know, what was that film that just come out, actually? Did it have Demi Moore in and some other girl? I can't remember what it was. And basically, you know, they tried to replace Demi Moore in it with a younger version of her. And that's what it is, you know. He's catering to, like, the older audience. Maybe Georgie caters to the younger one, and he stands there and he's dancing, he's got people behind him and let's get going, you know what I mean? It's to see his pretty face and he want to see, yeah, I want to be part of it. Like, that's what it is. The concept of what he's trying to say is get people in, the music going, the upbeat tempo, the people energized and moving. That is probably the way to go.
It was beneath me.
You need to learn there's nothing wrong with a little hard work.
Hard work is calculating neutrino properties to 1% accuracy. Anyone can wash bolts.
When you say you're going to do something, you do it.
Well, he could find someone else.
Doesn't matter. This is about you being a man of your word.
You know how you love those Richard Simmons tapes?
Yeah.
Well, what if I told you we have the next big thing in home fitness videos?
Are y'all just trying to sell me an aerobics tape?
No, not at all.
We want you to give us money to make them.
Invest. He means invest. You are passing a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity.
And how much lifetime do you have left? I've seen you bet on football games, throw away all kinds of money at the track. If you want to gamble on something, why can't it be on your own grandson?
I'm calling to apologize. I shouldn't have quit. I made a commitment and I need to see it through.
I appreciate that, but there's no need.
There is. It's important to me as well as my father.
Returned to my role as lab assistant with renewed vigor. Bolts were greased, wires were stripped, floors were swept, all with a smile.
In fact, I noticed a flaw in your reaction rates, but I kept it to myself because I know my place.
What is it?
I appreciate you testing me, but I'm not going to.
So when are we going to shoot this thing?
Slow down now. We've got to plan out, you know, costumes, choreography, music.
In an effort to find out the mistake in his experimental design, Dr. Linkletter performed his own experiment on me.
You know, Sheldon, I don't even care if you tell me there. In fact, I'd rather you keep it to yourself.
All right.
Do you reckon Sheldon knows that he's trying to?
Hello?
May I speak with Sheldon?
Middle of the night. Who the hell is it?
Wrong number.
I'm sorry. Are we galloping or are we doing double Dutch?
Go look at this contract you sent over?
Oh, well, that's just boilerplate legalese. I wouldn't even read that.
Too late. I couldn't help but notice you're taking 80% of the profits
It's my face.
and my money.
And my apologies, but 20% is all you're getting.
Come on, let's get out of here.
Oh, fine. Go ahead.
And we're going to make our own exercise video without you.
No, we're not.
No, we're not.
Much oxygen in the reagent?
See? You didn't need my help after all.
Star of your caliber, it would really put us on the map.
I do look good in a cowboy hat.
You look good in everything. You'll do it.
You got the off.
Hot damn! I got the hall!
Right, buckaroos, it's time for Cowboy Aerobics with David Hasselhoff.
Who's ready to rustle up some muscles?
It was a smashing success. Unfortunately, Mr. Lundy put all his profits into a musical about his life entitled Live, Laugh, Lundy. He is poor to this day.
What, right? Alright, I can't even express how much, like, somebody like Lundy does my head in. Like, but I also don't mind him. He's like, he's so, would you say he's narcissistic? Like, I'm like, in what I'm trying to say is, like, everything's about him. It's kind of Sheldon's the same, but, like, everything that he does, it's all about how great he is. And, like, you would think that securing David Hasselhoff and getting this tape out and making pure dough would be a success. And he thinks that people give a shit about him, really. Do you know what I mean? Like, that's literally it. In the deepest level, no one cares about you. And, like, you just wasted all of this stuff so that you can filter your ego. Do you know what I mean? Like, he tried to steal it from them, to be honest. It's interesting because it was Georgie's idea, but it was his kind of concept. Do you know what I mean? Like, so he probably would be allowed to do Cowboy Aerobics because, you know, Georgie never come up with it. However, Georgie would still be able to do his own tape, but I don't feel like it taking 80% is anywhere near fair. To be honest, it should be like, if you were splitting it, 20% him for design, costumes, makeup, department and choreography, and then 40% Georgie's face and concept, and 40% investor. You know what I mean? Like, he really shouldn't have had any money, Lundy, to be honest. He should be in the small percentile. He's not really contributing to the video or the production, like, costs. He's just there creating, I don't know, the choreography. You know what I mean? Like, when you in real life, you don't see the people who create the dances getting all the bank. It's the people who's the face of the show, like David Hasselhoff, for example. But he does have charisma. You got to give it to him. Like, when he does stuff, he has the moves. He's always body language. He's always there. He's not static. He's not robotic. He's always there, lively, bouncing around. He loves it, doesn't he? Like, he is quite good for his role that he's got here, to be honest. However, you know, it annoys me in situations because, not that I know people, like, physically, but, like, I know that there would be people like him that would hit success and get all this money and then blow it because they think they're the best or something, and then they're back to square one or in a worse position. And that does my head in, because I strive to work as much as I can to make as much money as possible so that I can be free to do whatever I want, to enjoy myself and have a good life, not to buy fancy stuff. Where, like, this guy just feels like everybody like, why would you write a story about his life? Guy's a school teacher. Yeah, okay, he's done here and there probably little bits, but nobody's going to be paying to watch a show about you. You're not special enough. Do you know what I mean? However, made for a good episode. Okay, that's going to wrap up today's episode. Thanks for checking out our channel today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. So I feel sorry for Georgie, to be honest, that his tape, well, his vision actually come to fruition, but without him being in it. And, you know, I wonder how much Lundy had to pay Hasselhoff to be in it. I mean, I suppose you got to take big risks, haven't you? You know, for example, say he spent 50 grand out of his own cash to get him to do a video. The success of it at 49 or 39.99. Do you know what I mean? Like, and the popularity if it sold 1 million copies, which obviously it wouldn't have, but you know what I mean? Like, for him to recoup that after getting it on TV, he's got a high chance of it. It's just a risk at the start, isn't it? It's like any business. You got them start-up costs, which is hefty. Obviously, we just seen there that he wasted it. However, Sheldon in today's episode, you know, he's been persistent enough to become the lab assistant, and, you know, we're seeing him just grinding him down until he said yes. And then obviously when it got to a situation that he didn't like, and it was manual labour and it wasn't all the scientific thing that he was talking or hoping it would be, you know, he quit. Now, his dad was right in terms of what he was saying. You know, you grafted and busted your ass out for this job. Like, once you get things in life, you know, you can't quit because it don't go your way, or it's not what you was expecting, or you didn't like it. You know what I mean? Like, people are counting on you, relying on you. You know, you persisted to be there. So you're going to man up and you're going to apologise. You're going to go back to work. And he did do that. And now it was funny when he obviously pointed out a correction in his equation that he wouldn't actually tell him. It was quite funny because the roles like kind of flipped, didn't it? You know, Sheldon was the one trying to persuade him, and then he was the one trying to persuade Sheldon, which I did enjoy. And at the end, obviously, I figured out what it was that Sheldon was actually on about. But overall, decent episode. Really enjoyed it. Thanks for checking it out. If you enjoyed it too, please smash a like. Really helps out. Subscribe if you're new. And as always, I'll catch you in the next one. Cheers, guys.